Very welcome, Pham. Very nice
Yeah.
to have you for this podcast. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to the podcast, Eric. My name is Phạm Khánh Nam. I am Associate Professor of Economics, University of Economics, Ho Chi Minh City. My research areas are environmental economics, climate change, and behavioral economics. I am also director of EfD Vietnam and Economy of Environment Partnership for Southeast Asia, which is a research institute that connects environmental economists in Southeast Asia region.
Okay, great. Thank you. So to our first question, what policy would you say in the area of climate change or circular economy that Vietnam has implemented has been most impactful to date?
In terms of climate change and circular economy, I think two policies recently released in Vietnam that are very impactful. The first one is that the Power Development Plan number 8 just released last year, but now revising for a new version next year. And the second one is that the National Action Plan for Circular Economy, which was released early this year.
Great. Yeah, so you told me that you were a part of developing this Circular Economy Action Plan.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit more about the details of what it encaptures and what the goals are?
Actually, the National Action Plan for circular economy in Vietnam show a roadmap towards the circular economy in Vietnam to 2030. And basically, there are two areas that the National Action Plan for Circular Economy in Vietnam covers. That is at the governance at the provincial level and the operation of the private sector industry. At the provincial levels, the action plan on circular economy set key performance indicators for local politicians to reach at the end of a year. For example, set the amount of waste, the percentage of recycle waste,
Yes.
municipal waste, for example.
Yeah.
So, and the second areas that the National Action Plan for Circular Economy cover is that a set of incentive for private sector to reduce the waste, reuse, recycle, mostly economic incentive, environmental fee, subsidy, green credit for recycle materials, for example. So, yeah.
Okay, great. So on the energy transition plan there, are there any, you told me that until 2050, Vietnam is supposed to be decarbonized or neutral. Are there any intermediate steps or plans for sort of how to move towards that?
The power development plan set a target, the short-term targets until 2030, that Vietnam shift from the corn-based energy to renewable energy, that around from 28 to 36% will be renewable energy.
Good.
And until 2050, the percentage of renewable energy should be 75%. That is the target.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Looking ahead, what policy in this area would you like to contribute to or see implemented in the next 5 to 10 years or so?
You know, for a long time, until 2021, Vietnam mostly used command and control regulation to manage environment and natural resources. But by the introduction, release of the environmental protection law in 2021, Vietnam now is moving to use the market-based instrument, especially in Chapter 13 of the law. Now, carbon pricing, in particular, carbon market, is strongly emphasized as the key instrument to mitigate the release of greenhouse gas emission, and also the behavioral instrument like collective action, information provision, as well is also is classified as important tools in Vietnam for the climate change action, yes. Power development plan, and also circular economy too. That is the set of policy instrument that Vietnam is now developing. You know, for the carbon market, currently Vietnam has a short-term plan to release the ETS-like market, the official carbon market in 2028, in the next 4 years.
That's interesting.
3 years, 4 years.
Will you be involved maybe in
we are as researchers, we are providing evidence inputs for building that market.
Great.
First of all, our group in EfD Vietnam is now gathered to trying to set up a model that our first job is to estimate the marginal abatement cost across sectors in Vietnam, as evidence for calculating the equilibrium, market equilibrium in the market, in that carbon market ETS of Vietnam.
That's very important decision-making support. That's
for sure.
So, is there any country in the region that you can learn from also?
There are several good examples in the region, like Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia. But let me pick up the case of Singapore that we can learn from. That is the interesting and important lesson from Singapore is that the country combined very well between the technology, innovation, economic instrument, and the target of environmental protection to actually efficiently manage the environment. First of all, look at the way that they manage the domestic water system, and they use the economic instrument very well, pricing very well to conserve water. At the same time, they apply the techniques and many technology, advanced technology for the circular economy model of water flows, using finance by the pricing.
Okay, great.
Things like that. A model of sustainable finance for circular economy. Yeah.
Perfect. So, final question. Do you have any advice to early career professionals or students entering or within this field?
You know, for early career researchers, especially those interested in climate change and circular economy, my first advice is that they need to have the open mind for the interdisciplinary approaches. It means that they not only invest their time on economics, but they can learn the knowledge and skill from other fields like environmental science, climate science, psychology, law, public governance, many different areas. But today it becomes easier to become interdisciplinary because you have a very good supportive friend, that is AI. And then if they can use AI efficiently, I think that's the point that make them go faster in becoming like a professional researchers in the field of climate change and circular economy. And my second advice is that the earlier career researcher should very actively engage in research groups, in different activities within the research institution that they are affiliating. And again, AI can help them to prepare the activities, the ideas, the engagement in different groups. But the most important thing is that they need to be committed well with the group.
Yeah, and to evaluate critically these suggestions that you can get from AI.
For sure,
because the critical thinking kind of goes hand in hand with using it creatively in a sound way. Thank you so much, and I wish you best of luck with your policy engagement ahead.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.